Hey there, Scoopers. My name is Coach Lacey, and this is Scoop at Home. How are you today? We're going to have a great workout. So we are going to clear out our mini computer first. And so what you're going to do is hold down the red button until you see 8s across both lines, and you are ready to go. So as you get into your scoop, it doesn't matter if you wear shoes or just socks or bare feet. When we come into our scoop, we always get in the same way. So whether it's more comfortable for you to wear shoes or not, another great trick some of our scoopers do is that they have their footwear already in their pedals. So for example, Crocs backless shoes or sandals are great. You could just slip your feet right in every time. And it's a little, a bit more accessible for some people. So with that, let's get into our scoop. You're gonna take your foot opposite the low pedal onto the blue brace bar. Gently hold on to the side of your chair, take the blue loop into your hand, and then take your foot to the edge of the pedal, slide your foot all the way forward, and then as you slide back, hold on to a solid piece of furniture or the side of your chair to get into the higher pedal. So what you're gonna do is take that blue loop once again. Don't pull it just yet until you have your foot on the edge. It's gonna stop the pedal from spinning. And then with your toes all the way to the fronts of the pedals, really make sure that the distance between you and your scoop feels comfortable. Your knees should either be right over your heels or slightly behind your heels with a little bit more leg extension. If you have longer legs like I do, that might feel a little bit more comfortable for you. But otherwise, we just don't want you to have too far forward of a bend in your knees. And it's gonna feel like your knees are coming very close to your chest, and it's not comfortable, and we want you to be comfortable. We're gonna get in all the work of the outer hips, getting in some strengthening as well as a lot more mobility, and really feeling the work of all the muscles of our lower body. So whether you're scooping in or out, whichever direction, so I always use the term scooping out when my feet and my knees are moving away from a center line, if you will, running through imaginary line through my body, or when I move in, scooping in toward that line, I use those terms for directionality. So what you are, the direction you're moving in right now, it's up to you. We're in our warm-up, and so we're gonna get in both directions. So friends, we here at Scoop like to imagine the face of a clock to really help us get our scoop motion down. And so by that I mean, imagine right in front of your toes, the face of a clock with hands that move around the dial, and your toes are doing that. They're moving the hands around the dial, the face of that clock. And you want to do so without pushing the clock over, of course. So as you create these nice, smooth, overlapping pedal strokes, you're doing so evenly and smoothly so that you're just making these nice figure eights or infinity signs, if you will, and it's really comfortable. So again, that is what we like to use for our image of scoop motion. So what is most important is creating those nice, smooth, overlapping pedal strokes. And what I like to think of is like strings are pulling my knees up to the ceiling, and that you're really coming into this lifting action. We are not pushing down. So that is key, not pushing down into your pedals. You always want to think of lifting, and especially of your feet, if you will, floating up to the ceiling. So that's key. So as we get used to this movement, again, it's very different. Most machines require us pushing, and especially when we drive a car, we are used to pushing into pedals. So we're breaking that habit. What I want you to really feel is that the more and more you use your scoop, the more automatic it will feel to lift up. And so I promise you, when you are first starting out, it might feel a bit awkward, maybe one direction a little easier than the other. That's very common. With practice and with consistency, it will become so much more automatic. So with that, lifting up, trying to keep your knees pointing forward, if you will, that they're not going out like a diamond or like a butterfly shape or knocking in like a teepee. So I want you to always think of lifting up. Now, that's the lower body. When we use our scoop, we also want to pay attention to the alignment of our upper body as well. So think of a string, once again, pulling through the center of the crown of your head to your ceiling, and you're gonna feel your shoulders come down away from your ears. Really relax that. We don't want any tension into our neck. In fact, see if you can move your chin gently, shoulder to shoulder, and then you can breathe. Take a deep breath in And exhale, draw those shoulders down. That's our upper body alignment, keeping that spine really nice and tall. So now we want to draw that belly button in toward our spine. This is our third aspect, which we call core engagement. So when we really activate our abdominals, it helps support that nice tall lifted spine. So think of not just your belly button drawing in, really feel that, but also feel the sides of your waist lifting up too. So that's how we keep that nice stabilized tall lifted spine. Now we're going to switch directions of our pedaling. What I want you to do is keep that nice smooth overlap as much as you can. Draw your belly in at the moment you switch and lift up as well. Really engage those two details, those two techniques. Is going to help you switch really smoothly. So let's try it. I'm going to count you down. In 4, 3, 2, 1, switch, pull up. Beautiful, there it is. Now, in case it was a little choppy or clunky, no worries. Maybe you stopped momentarily. That's totally fine. Practice makes perfect, friends. So just keep scooping, and you're gonna smooth out that movement. So again, how does it feel in this direction? Once you come into the direction that's a bit more challenging, no worries. If you need to take a break, friends, please do so. Don't wait for me to call a break when you really need to do that. Scooping at home is wonderful because it is your own journey. And so listen to your body and make sure that all of these drills that we present to you as coaches are just offerings, and that it really is just a suggestion to help mix up your little scoop program. So if it doesn't feel right, if you're not quite there in terms of the length and the endurance or the intensity, that's totally fine. Just keep working that scoop motion, friends, and that's what's key. All right, how does it feel? What I also want you to notice, again, in addition to those shoulders coming down, where you're resting your hands, or if you're holding onto the sides of your chair, make sure you're not gripping too tightly, because that tends to keep the shoulders up. So if you have to hold on, that's totally fine with one or both hands. Make sure you minimize your grip. Now, last but not least, how is your pace? We call this, what we set at the beginning of our warm-up, base pace. So in base pace, I consider this like my best friend pace. It's Goldilocks pace. It feels really comfortable. It's not too fast, not too slow. And this is your break pace. So in a drill, when I call break, this is what you come to is your base pace. Now your base pace may be faster than mine, or it may be slower. It's what works for you. Think of it as if you can hold this, if we never change our tempos, for the entire session of 25 minutes. So that's what you want to consider for your base pace. If you're feeling a little fatigued at this point, take your base pace down a notch, and that should feel a little bit more comfortable, and hold there. All right. So here we go, coming to the end of our warm-up. How does it feel? Making sure everything feels good, warmed up. We're gonna switch directions and start our first round of drills. So we are gonna mix up our tempos a bit, but first we're gonna start picking up our pace slightly. So again, this is where it's all levels. If you are more experienced using your scoop and you're ready to go a little bit more faster, if you will, we're going to, of course, open it up for all levels here. So if you're not quite ready to go that fast, that's not a big deal. It's not about speed. It's about, again, the technique. So getting there faster doesn't necessarily mean you get more benefits quickly. So we just want to pay attention to our good technique. We're going to switch directions here in 4, 3, 2, 1, switch, pull up. All right, here we go. Shoulders down, take a deep breath in. Exhale, ready to go. I'm going to time you in 30-second intervals. We're going to do 3 rounds in each direction. So from here, making sure that belly feels nice and pulled in. And then from here, we're going to start 30-second intervals. We're going to start with a pace pickup. Just notch up from your base pace, or if you're comfortable, going a little faster. Ready to go? In 4, 3, 2, 1, pick it up. Now, as you pick it up, we're not going all out with a sprint. What I want you to feel is that you're just starting to pick up your pace a notch. As you do so, pay attention to your alignment. Are your knees starting to get a little wobbly or out of that good alignment? Or are you starting to push? You will know if you're pushing if your scoop starts to get away from you. When it starts to turn to the side or when it moves forward, it's telling us, it's actually keeping us honest that we're pushing inadvertently. I know, it just happens. We want to go faster, we tend to push. So that's where the caveat is. Always make sure it's within your range of motion. Now here we go. Lifting up as you go, maybe a notch up from that pace pickup. This is round 2. As you keep lifting, really feel shoulders down, relaxing into this. Deep breath in. Exhale. Try not to hold the breath as you are coming through your pace pickup. There it is. All right, this is round 2, almost there. Shoulders down. Deep breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here's our last notch up. Now, some of you may be going a lot faster than me. Just make sure that scoop's not getting away from you and that you're really feeling that string, if you will, pulling up your knees. Strong belly. That's going to contribute to the work of your scoop motion as well. And friends, when we work on our core strength, that really assists in every action we do. It really helps. It's your powerhouse, your engine. All right, friends, how we doing? We're almost there, finishing out this direction of pedaling with this round. So close. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now come to base pace, but make sure you're not pushing as you're slowing down. Really, really refine that. Good. Are you ready to switch? Let's do it. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch, pull up. Keeping base pace in this direction. All right, friends, shake it out if you need to. Move that jaw a little side to side. Sometimes when we get really intent and we're really focused, we start to just clench and grip. So just loosen that up. Here we go. I need those reminders too. So off we go. Ready? 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick it up. Beautiful. So again, it's not about how fast you're going. It's about, again, keeping that nice, smooth, overlapping pedal stroke above everything. No matter how fast you can go. If your knees are kind of getting wobbly or wonky, nope, we want to keep them in that good alignment. Perfect. Friends, making sure always that your feet are at the front of your pedals. If you need to stop, if they're starting to slip, go ahead and correct your feet. All right, here we go. Coming up, a notch up. Yes, there it is. Beautiful work. So as you take this up a notch, friends, if it's too much, then keep it at that pace pickup or come back to base pace. Totally fine. 15 seconds here. You've got this. Awesome work, everyone. Relax those shoulders. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift it up. Beautiful work. There it is. So now, as you take it up for round 3, maybe you're going much faster. Totally fine. Just want you to make sure you're keeping that good technique. All right. Relax those shoulders. Keep that core engaged. Almost there, friends. So close. Yep. Last 10 seconds here. And then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Base pace without pushing. Slow it down. Woo, yes. All right. Ready to switch directions? Pull up and switch. Good. Reposition those feet if you need to. Feet all the way forward to the front of those pedals. All right. Here we go. So now our second session of drills. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do a tempo change. I'm going to do what's called a cadence. I'm going to count you through these rounds. And we're going to switch up our tempos. So we're going to have fun with it. We're going to play along with this different cadence and pace. So here we go. Shoulders down. Deep breath in. Now here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Once again, pick up your pace for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow down to base pace for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now slow down your pace without pushing, even slower than base pace. We're going to call this slow-mo. Pull up really slow, like you're moving through molasses. Here we go. For 8, 7, yep, 6, good control. That's 5. That's 4. Keep lifting, belly strong. 3, 2, last 1. Back to base pace. There we go. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick up your pace once again. There it is for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it to base pace for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to switch directions. Switch directions of your pedaling. All right, we're going to do that in this direction of pedaling. Awesome work, everyone. Here we go. Now you know this rhythm of our tempo changes. Off we go in 4, 3, 2, 1, and pick up that pace for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now drop it to base pace for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna slow it down to slow-mo. Keep pulling up, strong belly for 8. Pull it up for 7, like you're going through molasses. That's 6. Strings pulling those knees up, that's 5. That's 4, good work. 3, almost there. 2, last 1, and up we go to base pace. Yes, for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, base pace. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come into a switch of your direction. There it is. Beautiful work. Base pace. Hold it here. Woo! Excellent round of drills, everyone. Perfect, perfect. All right. Keep that check. Make sure those feet are still at the front of the pedals. All right, coming into our last drill, we're going to work on what's called a primary driver. What's that? We're going to do one leg at a time. We're going to have one leg power our scoop, keeping both feet into our pedals. Now, friends, if you've heard of the single leg drill, if you've seen that on the Scoop Fit Live page, it's one of the hardest drills, but this is the modification. This is learning that differentiation of work. So we're gonna just practice that. If you can, take one hand to the top of your thigh, knees lifting up to the ceiling, shoulders down. Now, if not, you're just going to really imagine that's the leg, that's the driver. That's going to be doing the work. So what do you mean? This other leg now, that is the passenger, is only holding alignment. It's not falling out to the sides, not falling asleep, if you will, but it's certainly not lifting up or pushing down. It's just hanging in there, but keeping good alignment. That's our passenger. We'll be switching sides. So as you keep lifting up into your hand, you can feel that work. Think of that string pulling that knee up. Ready to go? I'm going to count you through this. We're going to work through both directions on this side, primary driver, in 4, 3, 2, 1, lifting up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick up your pace just a little bit more with that single leg for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, good. 3, 2, 1. Base pace for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to switch directions here. Switch directions. Good. Keep lifting up into your hand. Really trying to make sure that's only one leg working. You've got it. All right, friends. Ready to go. Base pace for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick up that pace just a notch up. There we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Base pace. There we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, both legs contribute to your base pace. Both legs are working now to lift. All right. Ooh, yes. Differentiating one leg at a time. That's a really good skill and helping to really refine your scoop motion. All right, other side now becomes the driver. This side's passenger. Get used to lifting up this side. This side again is not pushing, of course, but it's certainly not lifting. Here we go. Shoulders down. Ready? In 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up. Base pace for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick up your pace. There it is for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Base pace. 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep lifting. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going to change directions, finishing strong in our primary driver drill. This is it. Ready to go? Last round. Lift up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick up your pace. This is it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Base pace. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and base pace. Both legs working here. Beautiful work, everyone. Excellent job. All right, let's switch directions of pedaling. Excellent session, friends. Thank you so much for joining me. Awesome. All right, shaking it out. We're gonna come into our cool down here. So never skip your cool down, friends. You don't want to skip, of course, the warm up or the body of your class, whatever exercise format you're doing. So the same with the cool down, and especially in our scoop, we want you to scoop as often and as long as you want. And when we give our muscles the proper rest and recovery, that's key to make sure, again, we can keep scooping as much and as often as we want. So switch directions, coming through base pace until we come to a gentle stop. We're gonna get out of our scoop, take your foot out of the higher pedal first and then the lower pedal. And what we're gonna do is come to some stretches for the lower body. So what you're gonna do is come forward into your chair seat. You're gonna hold on to the sides of your chair. What I call this is windshield wiper legs. So think of the windshield wipers on your car. You're gonna hold on, get nice and tall through that spine. You're gonna tip your knees gently to either side, right or left, and you're gonna feel that stretch in that outer thigh. So this is not very deep, if you will, but it feels like a nice stretch, gently tipping now. And so when you switch sides, you're gonna come onto the outside edge and inside edge of each foot, and respectively it changes. So I know one side's kind of out of view, but you get the gist. So one more time, side to side. So it's a nice release for that outer thigh. And again, for inner thighs 2. What we're gonna do is come into what's called a figure 4 stretch. So what you're going to do is place, if you can, the ankle of one side onto the opposite thigh toward the knee. Now, if this isn't available for you, friends, you can cross the ankles in front. So let me come into view. You're gonna cross ankles if that doesn't work. Now, if you have a little prop like a little footstool or a firm box, and this is an ideal case if you can't accommodate, well, you can accommodate the ankle cross, but when you come forward, that leg that's in front, that's the hip that's gonna get the stretch, and it may not feel like enough. So having your leg about mid-shin, you'd be propping your foot, the side of that foot onto that prop like a box or that footstool so that you can come forward. So if this is good for you, that's where I'm gonna keep mine. Come forward. Now what you're gonna do is feel your heart, your chest come forward, but not round into your shoulders or into your back. So as you come forward, you're gonna feel that stretch. Your hip will actually tell you how far to go. So don't go past that edge of intensity. We certainly never want you to feel pain or push through pain. None of that. We just want you to get that adequate stretch that feels best for you. Take another breath and then come up. I like to take my knees in and out like butterfly wings, and then I'm gonna switch sides. So as you gently come forward, I like to flex the top foot because it protects the knee joint too. So as you come forward, I'm not really pressing into my shin. I'm just resting my hands and I'm drawing my heart forward. So one side can typically feel tighter than the other. The hips can be like that. So it's the case with me. So on this side, I'm not going as deep, but what I'm doing is I'm really breathing into the stretch and I'm sliding my shoulder blades down my back, and I'm just not going as low because it just doesn't feel right. So take another breath in here. I'm still getting that stretch that I need. Take that back up, knees in and out. And then from here, we're gonna come into a nice big stretch. We're gonna stretch out the abdominals. So as you inhale, minding the shoulders, if you have an issue and you can't extend your arms overhead, that's totally fine. You can take hands behind your head gently. And you're just gonna lean whether our arms are up, and you can lean side to side, getting that stretch in the side waist, in those side abdominals, the obliques. You can even stretch to the side like this and get a nice opening across the chest too. And then from here, you're going to, if you already had your hands here, awesome. You're just gonna lean back gently, open across the chest, bring your elbows in. You're gonna take your arms back behind you to your chair. And as if I was gently pulling your arms back behind you, you're gonna straighten your arms and again, bring that chest forward, hips come forward just a little bit. And then releasing that, what we're gonna do is come into a seated twist. So this is really great for your spine. So what we're gonna do is take one hand, opposite hand to opposite thigh, and then take your hand behind your chair seat or to the seat, if you will. Inhale, get tall. And now as you exhale from the belly, twist. So instead of really pulling from the shoulders, a twist comes from the center, from your core. So you may not be twisting very far as you would normally. I'm going to keep it much more authentic, much more in that true sense of the twist. Take another breath in here. And then gently coming center. Twists are great to do throughout your day, friend, when you've been working at your desk or just a long car ride. Get tall, and then exhale, gently twist. So the arms assist, they're not pulling you. So just keeping it really nice and a small movement, but keeping it in the core. Take another breath. And then gently releasing that. Let's take a nice deep breath in. And then a gentle exhale. Friends, thank you so much for joining me for my 25-minute scoop session. My name is Coach Lacey, and I appreciate you all for watching. Thank you so much for scooping along with me. And so, wherever you are scooping from, thank you so much. Be well, friends.